Welcome to the Wilson Library. My name is Norma Durian, and today we're going to go over some resources for history. Before we get started, I'd like to let you know some of my contact information. If you would like to contact me, the best way to contact me is via email. In order to find my contact information, from the library homepage, go to About Us and Library Directory. Scroll down to my name. You will see my phone number, my email, and the book and appointment option. The book and appointment option is available if you'd like to make a virtual meeting with me. So that means you can meet with me via phone, or you can meet with me via WebEx or another online platform. If you do not see a date and time that works for you, please email me and we can work something out. If for some reason I am not available, you are welcome to contact any of our other librarians on this list, or if it is after our regular business hours, you can go to the Chat With Us button, which is here on this orange button on the left. If you tap on that, a chat window will appear. This service is staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's staffed by University of La Verne librarians during our regular business hours, and it is staffed by librarians from around the country and the world during the other hours. Any of the librarians in this chat service can help you with general research questions such as how to find articles and how to use databases. If it is a specific question to us and you ask a librarian on chat that is not a ULV librarian, they will forward the question to us and we will follow up with you. Always make sure to enter your name and email so that when they forward the question to us, we will be able to get back in touch with you. So let's go back to the library homepage and let's take a look at some resources. So I'm going to show you two different places where you can find some resources for history. The first is up at the top here of the library homepage. There is a link called Research Help. If you go to Research Help and then Research Guides, on this list we have guides for every area of study at La Verne. This initial list is a list of the guides that are the most popular. So our Literature Review Basics Guide is number 1, and then the Citation Help Guide is number 3. As you can see down the list here, history is at the top of the list. But I want to show you some other places to find some guides for history. You can go to the second tab up here that says by subject, and then scroll down to history. As you can see, we have 9 guides associated with history. So we have our general history guide, so you can look at this guide for any area of history. And then there are some guides specifically for classes. So if the guide is for your class, feel free to look at it. Otherwise, a general history guide should be helpful as well. So we're going to take a look at the history guide. And on the history guide, you will see some recommended resources. So let's take a look at that. So these are some databases that I recommend that you start with. Historical Abstracts. This is a resource that covers history of the world, but it excludes United States and Canada. So if you're doing research about Europe, for example, then this would be a good database. And it focuses from the 15th century and on. America History and Life is a great resource if you're doing American history, and it does cover history and culture of the United States and Canada from prehistory to present. Jstor is also a great resource. It covers a variety of areas, including history, sociology, art education, political science. And then Academic Search Premier is another good place to start. It covers all subjects, so it's a good place to kind of get a feel for what is available. Below that, we have a listing of current and historical newspapers. So if you're looking for newspaper articles from the 1800s, we do have the LA Times Historical as well as the New York Times Historical. On the Find Books tab, you can search our catalog for books. We do have a large collection of ebooks and we add ebooks all the time. So if you have any questions on how to search those, please let me know. Right below that, we have some general reference collections online. So they include encyclopedias and other academic books. There's a section here on what is a primary source and some examples of each, and a secondary source as well. And then if you are looking for primary sources, I have a list here of different academic sites and places where you can find some primary sources. If you are having trouble finding a primary source, please, again, contact me and I can help you with that. There's a link here to the Chicago Manual of Style. So we do have the Chicago Manual of Style online, and so you can view that. And you can also take a look at the OWL at Purdue University for some additional resources. And finally on this guide, there's a link to information about Zotero. Zotero is a free citation manager, and what you can do is you download the software and it'll save all of the references that you find, for example, through databases or like on Google Scholar. And then you can create a reference list in any citation style using Zotero. Again, it's a really great resource if you need to save and document all of your citations for a research paper, for example. Now, the other place I wanted to show you for history resources, from the library homepage, you'll scroll down to where it says databases. And we have databases categorized in a number of different ways. So if you're not sure, you can search for a keyword here. Under databases by name, if you know the name of a specific database, you can search for it alphabetically. Or if you're not sure which database to choose, you can also go to databases by subject and find history. So the first part here, this kind of orangey yellow box, these are called our best bets. And in here we have the recommended databases, and a lot of these are the same ones that are recommended on the history guide. And then below that we have additional databases that may be useful to you. Now, if your topic kind of cross lists with another topic, you're welcome to select one of the other categories, for example, sociology, and you can see some sociology resources. So it just depends on what your topic is and where other areas might cross with it.